Hi, Prof. Today I want to talk about the Gundam's changing perception of us. So one thing that struck out to me was a stark contrast in the Gundam's perception of us. At the beginning, the Gundam didn't feel like he took us seriously. During our very first meeting with him, even though we brought a translator along and prepared the relevant questions, we could tell that the Gundam was really interested to talk to you. And slowly the conversation shifted from us talking to you talking to the Gundam. Contrasting this to our last meeting when we showed him our final milestone video, he was really warm to us. His workers brought us beers and chips, and more importantly, when we asked him about how his perception of us has changed, he said it changed a lot. Now, reflecting back on this entire experience, I feel like I can attribute this stark change to a couple of reasons. Firstly, we actually got stuff done, and secondly, we managed to actually connect with the community. So, back to the first point on getting things done, the Gundam is a very goal-oriented person, and we could tell from the start that the way to truly gain his respect is to actually have actionable change. And because we managed to actually have a remediator there, and there's concrete changes being enacted, and the results of it is shown, I think that is the main reason why the Gundam's perception of us has improved. Because perhaps in previous iterations of volunteer work, there wasn't the same type of stark changes that were made. Now, secondly, I think of another reason why the Gundam's perception has changed so much is because we were able to actually connect with the community. So this can be seen from several factors, right? Number one, our frequent trips down. We basically went to Chiang Mai twice a year, and that's a lot. And what that does is it allows the community members to see a familiar face on every trip. So it doesn't feel like we just went there one time and drop off, and nothing else has been done. So I think being able to sustain that momentum was really important. Moreover, we also actively participated in their community engagement events. So, for instance, in our first trip, I distinctly remember us doing the tree planting exercise, and we didn't just take a car all the way up to the mountain. No, we hiked with the community members all the way up to the final destination. And this allowed us to really connect with the people that we were working with. For instance, I remember the Gundam teaching me how to say snail in Thai, which is why I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation. But he told me that so many times, as every time we passed by a snail on the trip, he would tell me that's why. So it's little things like this that really allowed us to build a connection and a rapport with the community. Moreover, in our last trip, Xingping and I participated in the merit making event, and that was basically where we had to shovel things and level up the ground so that it's probably easier for them to do prayer activities there. This overall, I feel that the reason why our work impacted them is because number one, there were actual improvements, and number two, connections were being made. And because of this drastic change in perception, we have built the perfect foundation for the junior batch to capitalize on the reputation that we have developed in being effective and in touch with the community, which would make further changes that they were to implement even easier because now the Gundam is on board and on their side. So, yeah, thank you.